Before we get into this episode, I just want to let you know that 101 Part-Time Jobs is all about supporting and contributing to this culture we love. We want to support alternative and independent artists. We ourselves are an independent podcast, brand, production company. If you wanted to support us, the best way you can do that is to leave a 5-star review on this episode and subscribe to the show. If you're able to do that, that would be amazing. Thank you. What is a merkin?
You don't know what a merkin is? It's a pussy wig. Anti-gay conversion camps are coming back, which is horrifying.
So kids are sending their kids to these camps?
Yeah.
Parents are sending their kids?
Kids are not sending the kids should send their parents to those camps. To the gay conversions. Convert you to gay camps.
The show's called 101 Part-Time Jobs. Because at some point I realised, you don't become an artist and the work stops. You become an artist and the work probably multiplies.
Right. It's funny because I was thinking about, because I haven't put out an album in 10 years and it's so different now. And it's kind of like if you asked your PR person to make a beat every week, because they're asking you to do your own press with your own content and your own, everything that you have to do that you didn't have to do before, but that wasn't expected of you. But there's this independence, but also just like so much more responsibility in a way and exhaustion.
How have you reconciled that? Do you feel like you've got to a level now where you're like, this is cool. I'm not stressing out. I'm not pissed off about that. You're pissed off, aren't you?
No, I'm not
pissed off. You're allowed to be pissed off here.
My partner always says that, you're always so disgruntled when you go into doing press and stuff. It's it's a privilege. It's cool. No, but I actually, so I am learning not to be pissed off, which is why I'm laughing, because I'm like, I am safe. Everything is fine. Why be angry? There's nothing to be angry about.
There's a lot to be angry about.
No, of course. I mean, about someone asking me questions about it's not really a, For
sure.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your music and your art has had this message? The message is be yourself. Don't give a fuck about what you're supposed to think you're doing. Body image, reclaiming your sense of self.
Yeah.
This is big things. I
think it's everything. I think that I don't want to make it simplistic, but if people would just be who they need to be, there would be no sort of reason for other people to feel like they have to control other people's bodies or who they think other people need to be, because it's, as my single points out, not in your mouth, none of your business. You know what I mean? So it's also, you think about the people, the patriarchy, whoever you want to call it, who feel like they need to have control over you. It's what they're hiding inside themselves and the problems it will create for themselves, that they have to keep hiding and they keep having to make, it seems like this family values or this, things that they can't uphold themselves to. So why can't we just really be who we are? Try and feel good about yourself and try and understand that it's okay to be who you are, not who you see you're supposed to be, or who they're hiding, or what they're hiding from you that maybe will help you become who you need to be or inspire you. Yeah. What a world we're living in.
It comes down to control, right? And I think that every time I see an advertisement with someone wearing an item of clothing or swimsuit or something, it's like that advertisement is trying to make people feel bad.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not cool. It's and it's good to remember that, because I say that confidently, I say that with my chest, but also it gets me.
Yeah.
I go shopping and I'm like, oh, do you know what? Maybe I should slim down a little bit. Maybe I should get that denim jacket.
It's all based on shame, and we grow up on shame and guilt, and we don't need to. Why uphold these things that aren't even true? Politicians, if you look at Grindr and stuff like that, they want to release all the names, and it's all these prominent people who are on Grindr who are upstanding heterosexual people, or we can go back to Pope's relationships with young boys, or just all these things that make people do these things that don't need to happen, but happen because of all this pressure and that we give ourselves and the shame that we tell ourselves.
Do you think that shame, is it becoming more and more compounded as time goes on? I mean, obviously, just we're in the Trump era, we're in the Andrew Tate era. Do you think these things are like the messages to like young men, especially?
Yeah.
Is like compounding
Young,
the stuff,
especially young white men, like we matter. We, you know, like let's get our power back. Like it's just like white supremacy is just like off the chain, and it's also just like twisting everything like it always has, but in ways that are helping people feel the fear, you know?
Do you feel like that gives you, like, when you're making art, when you're making music, when you're writing lyrics?
Yeah.
Are you more galvanized now than ever?
I mean, yeah.
When you're talking about what you're talking about, which is sex, body positivity.
Yeah, body positivity, and just like queer and trans rights, and just bodily autonomy, and just medical care as a human right.
Yeah.
Human rights in general.
Yeah.
It's like, it blows my mind. Yeah.
You talked about how you love Amyl and the Sniffers.
Amyl and the Sniffers are amazing. It's like, Amyl and the Sniffers, like, Amy is like Iggy Pop and Wendy O. Williams rolled into one, just like punching you in the face.
She's so fucking cool. I was watching a clip yesterday where, she's like, it's an instrumental part. She's just kind of doing that. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, she makes me want to jump around.
Yeah, she's amazing.
That's fucking sick. Lamborghini Girls.
Lamborghini Girls are amazing too. So excited to do the remix for them.
Yeah.
And just watching them explode in the States too, seeing the footage of, how they're speaking out, and it's incredible.
Yeah. That gives you hope, doesn't it?
It does. It all gives me hope. And I feel very privileged that I have a voice and that I can do what I do and I don't have to water it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the new record. I've been getting stoked to it. I've been getting on the train to work, being like, yeah,
Cool.
and I grew up like listening to a lot of guitar music, and I don't know loads of like the electro clash stuff. That stuff was kind of like a recent thing for me, but I get it. It fuels you, doesn't it?
I mean, for me, as I started, I wasn't, like an electro purist at all. I was trying to find a way to use an electronic instrument alone, but that had that rock feel to it, because I wasn't interested in just being like an electronic musician that's, twiddling knobs. I wanted to perform and to connect with people.
Do you think there's something in that it was like you're using it as a tool?
Yeah.
Like
music is a tool for me.
As a collaborator.
Yeah.
The box was a collaborator.
My box is a collaborator. Yes, you could say that.
Now, I've got a couple of lyrics, a couple of lines from 2 songs from the new record that really spoke to me.
Love that.
And I want to ask you about your thoughts on them and where they come from.
Let's go.
So, on What You Gonna Do About It, I Am a Pro, Tableau, Bordeaux.
Chateau.
Chateau.
Oh, no.
Making fun of me.
Venmo. No go.
Oh, no, exactly.
Let's go.
Clitcoin.
Clitcoin.
That's my favorite bit.
That's the one.
When that comes to, did that come to you all in one? You riffing?
I think it might have just kept rewriting itself. But the Clitcoin is obviously the whole Bitcoin, the brothers. Also in another song, maybe you already pointed that out, from Hanging Titties, which is about all you technocrats eat a jock strap.
Yeah.
So it's just, riffing on all that.
Imagine eating a jock strap.
I would like to see all the technocrats eat a jock strap.
You need to
and try and shit it out.
This other line, so from You're Right, you'll expect to find me squirting, but I'm there.
With faded, you'll expect to find me squirting, but I'm there with faded merkin in the dark, hiding hurting.
What is a merkin?
You don't know what a merkin is? It's a pussy wig. It was used in, I don't know what times, but when you had to shave your pubic hairs, it's an English thing, and the pubic hairs was during the, I don't know, bubonic plague. I'm getting it all wrong, but I don't know when it was. But for disease reasons, you had to shave it, but it was embarrassing, so they made merkins. Yeah.
So they've got a special wig for when you're dealing with the venereal disease.
Where have you been under a rock? Haven't you seen Kim Kardashian's merkins?
Okay.
Which is like a huge controversy, because here's Kim Kardashian, making merkins, and outcry from people who are like, I'm showing my hairy pussy as it is. What are you commodifying my? Yeah. And I've made merkins and worn merkins and talked about merkins for a long time.
How do they go on?
it's like a thong, but it's got hair on it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Venereal disease. I feel like you're doing a lot for.
Yeah, I got venereal. Take me away straight to the clinic. Convert you to gay.
Yeah,
so that's kind of more the line there.
I like that
which
one.
is because like trying to anti-gay conversion camps are coming back, which is horrifying.
So kids are sending their kids to these camps.
Yeah.
Parents are sending their kids.
Kids are not sending the kids should send their parents to those camps, to the gay conversions, convert you to gay camps.
Have you had people try to control you as an artist? Have you had pushback? Have you had people, in the words of Amy Taylor, you can't be doing that, you should not be doing that?
You should not be doing it. No, do you know where I get pushback from? TikTok.
Is it?
Yeah.
The platform?
Yeah.
Like they're saying you can't post this.
Well, yeah, things like that. Like I had, 5 years ago, I had a video, a cartoon video for Pussy Mask, which was about a squirting pussy during the pandemic who had to wear a mask, as you do. And the whole video, which was brilliantly made by Leah Shore, was a cartoon image of this pussy, with the mask going around. And TikTok would ban this video cartoon vagina.
Yeah.
So all these images, like it's not even, they're like fun and informative, but just like, I get pushback from TikTok. Let's just say that.
And you hear about people trying to put out records, and if it's got like a curse word in the title or something, then the DSPs don't like it.
Yeah, they don't. That's true. It might be more this time too, with songs like "Hanging Titties" and "Fuck Your Face." I don't know what you have to bleep out here, but.
We have to bleep out nothing.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Do you worry about that stuff? And I'm guessing you don't, but from what you just said, obviously, but like you can see how this is your job, right? Like this is your revenue, this is your income.
Yeah.
Some people might be nervous about just getting censored or, not being able to get it to the people that it's meant to get to.
You just have to find smart ways to do it. I mean, I will just do what I do and see where it will get and who it will get to.
Yeah.
Which is what I've always done. So.
Have you and this is like a fairly direct question, but have you made quite a good living making music?
I have been able to live.
Yeah.
From music, yes, very privileged because I just toured like a maniac all the time, and I've been very privileged with syncs.
Okay. With
2 songs, especially with "Fuck the Pain Away" and "Boys Want to Be Her."
Lost in Translation.
It's been in Lost in Translation. Sex Education. Use it on 2 episodes. I mean, I can name. There's a lot, and also "Boys Want to Be Here" even more than "Fuck the Pain Away" have been used very often. So I feel very privileged with those syncs that have kept me afloat for all these years. Yeah.
Cool. And
because touring's tough. I work a lot, and I don't make incredible amounts of money touring, but I do. Yeah.
Have you seen the music industry change from being a world where people would give you 6 figures to make a music video to now where it's like people making music videos on their phone?
Yeah. I was never that. I never got that privilege. I was after the 90s, after those I never had a deal for 6 figures. I never had any of that. I always made a lot of videos on my own. Actually, I say the last 10 years ago, my last album for Rub, I saved a bunch of money and put aside so that I could make a video for every song. But when I first started also, I just made videos. In 2000, I would make a Super 8 videos.
Yeah, cool.
But I always tried to make my own videos on which any way I could, which I think is cool now that it's not such a, high budget video. It's just casual. I think casual is really reality, and it's cool, and you can be way creative that way. I wanted to be a theater director.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wanted to make cool musicals. I was really into Phantom of the Paradise. I don't know if you know this.
No.
It's a 70s rock opera version of Phantom of the Opera. Okay. It's by
cool.
Brian De Palma, and actually the Phantom in it has teeth like this, and Rocky Horror Picture Show and things like that. And I wanted to just make cool musicals that obviously we're talking about music itself, and also sexual positivity and things like that. But I didn't even know that it was about music more than it was about theater, because when I went to theater school and wanted to be do cool musicals, people were like, we are doing Ibsen here, we're doing Chekhov, and I'm like, I want to do that. I quickly learned that you could be your own writer, performer, director, and have your own theatrical universe. So that's how I got into music. And I used to do folk music. Just because I played guitar, and I had a girlfriend at the time, and then we broke up, and then started singing songs about how we're not getting along together, but stuff like that. And I just moved on from folk music, and the shit was, four of us coming together and being disgruntled a little bit about all the music we were doing, and just like smoking weed and just singing whatever came out of our mouth. And that kind of set me free and gave me my name Peaches. And I carried on that spirit, after that.
That's the story. That's how it came to be. Did you find value? I mean, I find it interesting how you broke up with your girlfriend and started writing songs together about the situation. That's quite. Did you immediately see value in communicating your emotions, ultimately, like expressing the way you're feeling?
Yeah, I guess when you're making music, and then whatever emotions you have, it just kind of comes together. Yeah.
But no one teaches you that. No one teaches. I mean,
Teaches is a breakup album. Teaches is a heavy breakup album. Yeah. And also a sexual awakening of someone who's in their 30s and realizing that you don't have to comply to any sort of version of sexuality that comes from a male gaze or anybody else. So I was coming out of a bad breakup, and I didn't use that as anything. Like, I would never said that until years later. And also that I had thyroid cancer or anything, and that it woke my brain up like, this is what do you want to do with the rest of your life, bringing questions of immortality and, how to take control of your own life. So,
these are big things.
Yeah, these are big things. And then I wanted to also express music the way I wanted to express it, in the way that it wasn't like, I don't want to just do rock music and say things, but I want electronic, but I wanted to feel like that rock immediacy. And I want to say lyrics from my voice. Why do I sing along with these lyrics that don't relate to me? So I was just trying to flip things by asking questions. And
any band that started in the last 10 or 15 years, they've all, been definitely working side jobs.
Yeah.
Even, when they become successful, or whether they midway up a festival, whatever it is. What was your kind of attitude towards having side jobs and, supplementing your income ultimately, about when you were making music?
Well, I had a job in a daycare. I was teaching kids, and it was super boring, and all the teachers were exhausted, and there'd be like 25 kids screaming and yelling, and that's when I was learning acoustic guitar. So I'd bring in my acoustic guitar, and immediately the kids, I would be like, sit down, sit down, sit down, stand up, stand up, stand, and you'd see like, simple instructions and repetition, kids would get really into it. And kids that age, like from, anywhere from 3 to 6, they just want to role play too. They want to do all these things. So I developed this program that was more like music storytelling, role playing. And it would kind of like, I would immediately have all the kids' attention, and I would never tell them what to do, because growing up, because I love theater, I used to go, try and get involved in these classes, but I would always be told what to do. There was no room for expression. It'd be like, we're doing a Halloween play, you're going to be a bat. And I'm like, I don't relate to a bat. I don't want to be a bat, but there was no choice. And it's like, okay, your parents are coming, everybody dress up, you sing that line. No, you got the note wrong, I'm giving it to somebody else. So there was never an idea of like expressing yourself. It was just like to show off. So my programs were all about just like letting the kids express themselves. I developed this program, and it was at the YMCA,
the youth club.
Well, and they would send their kids there to the daycare. And the head of the program was like, why don't you teach like a music drama program, go to all the YMCAs throughout the city. So I started to, so that was my part-time job, which became my full-time job. Well, I started to teach kids music and drama like 9 times a day. And then I would do music at night. And my throat was killing me.
With the very different types of songs. Yeah. Daytime and nighttime.
Yeah, and it was funny because it would start with, I did it for 10 years. And that's how I supplemented my income.
Yeah.
And I started with the folk music. And by the end, I was doing Peaches. And it was funny because I never told the parents what I was doing. Because I also did like home classes. Like the parents would bring like 10 of their kids and I would leave me alone in the basement with them, trust me. And then they would come down, sneak down and see me like their kids moving around, whatever, doing whatever. But
you wouldn't want to freak them out. You wouldn't want to show them Peaches.
No, I didn't tell the parents about Peaches, but actually there was a free magazine and I was on the cover of it as Peaches. And I remember this story, you know, because I would play kids' birthday parties too. And one of the kids who like was obsessed with me or whatever, they were like 4, they're in like an ice cream shop with their dad and they're like, that's my teacher. And they're pointing at the front of this magazine cover. And the dad's like, yeah, sure, kid. I'm going to take the magazine, took it home. And, you know, he didn't know who I was, but his wife did. And he said, like, she thinks that's that. And they're like, oh, my God. That is the teacher. And they read about me. And then I remember, you know, it was already near the end. I had already planned to like stop, but I was doing it. And they were like, oh, we heard it. They would read about it and all the moms would get together after the classes that I teach again. They're like, you're Peaches. We don't know what that is, but tell us about it. Like it was cool.
Do you remember how you were dressed on that cover, on that magazine cover?
I think it was just like a really long, tight hoodie. Like
Okay,
my fashion sense was like, I didn't know what I was doing then. But
Fashion's hard, you know?
I got into it, like in just like expressing myself in that way, not more like what will be fashion, but I look back on what I used to wear and it's just funny. I'm like, ooh.
I love that you got, is it like an upside down leather jacket you've got in the new press shots?
I do. You know, that's actually today's, I don't know what day this is going to go out, but today is November 17th. And it's actually the anniversary. My sister passed away on this day, and that's her leather jacket. And we've turned it into an upside down, like monster coat. And it was like her favorite thing. I remember when she passed away and was like, I want this for me, you know, like, oh, I want a memory of it because she was so special. And I'm like, I get the leather jacket. I just want the leather jacket she always wore. Yeah. That's
a really nice way to pay homage to her.
Yeah. Well, she was a huge Peaches fan too. Awesome. So now she's in the shows.
Last question, and thank you so much for your time as well. I really appreciate it. You know, you're a legend. Big fan of the work fuck ups, you know, so that's quite like a funny one about like the kids you're teaching, like finding out about your kind of, you know, nighttime alter ego, nighttime show. Have you got any memorable like work gaffes, work fuck ups where you just really put your foot in it? I suppose this could be within music and before as well, or aside from music.
This is a really embarrassing one that I never told. This probably makes me look really bad. Are you ready?
This is the place.
So I worked at a radio station. A volunteer, like I wouldn't, but I also had a job on the weekend selling posters, and there was like a poster shop where it's like every poster is $5 for the posters, right? And I worked for this horrible misogynistic man, but I don't know why I did this. This is really bad. They had movie posters at the radio station, and they were just sitting there, and I'm like, can I have these posters? And then I took them to the $5 poster shop and sold them for $5 a piece. I don't even think I took the profit. I don't know what I was thinking. But someone from the radio station, one of the heads of the station, came in and was like, what the hell are you doing? You just took these posters and now you're selling them. But I wasn't even trying to make a profit. No. I don't even know what I was doing.
You're like a bad entrepreneur.
It was
you got halfway there.
I was a bad entrepreneur with like not even being transparent with everything. I don't know what I was doing. But then the guy who managed the radio station, whatever, was just like, what are you doing?
Like for competition
and
prizes.
Then it was just like so embarrassing.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate you too.
Cheers for watching. This is 101 Part-Time Jobs. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, and all podcast apps. We've done interviews with Aurora, Kneecap, Idols, Lauren Mayberry of Churches, and loads more. So tap into 101 Part-Time Jobs on Spotify, Apple, and all podcast apps.